So sometimes I get things wrong. So much so that I'm back in this t-shirt, doing the same photo shoot we did yesterday, but now I'll do it right.
I hope my feet are in it.
My bad.
I hope your feet are in it.
I'm wearing some of my best footwear, ready for it, but hopefully this time I won't stuff it up. So here we go, round 2. Okay, so as you know, I crashed my beautiful bike the other day in a bike race. It's very precious to me, this thingy here, and has taken quite a lot of investment to get the way that it is. That crash could have easily destroyed some very expensive parts of it, but due to some very clever innovations in cycling, instead of me destroying very expensive electrical pieces, all I've broken out of the whole bike from the crash is this little bit of metal here, the mech hanger, which luckily I've got a spare of, and probably cost me about, I don't know, $2 to import. Yeah, gonna change that over and then she should be good as new, which makes me happy because I'm ready to ride again. And it's a glorious day, so some riding needs to be done, I think. Oh, bright. Today we're going to talk about the weakest link in small companies. What is the weakest link? What are the things that ultimately leads to the most problems and things not quite going right? In the last couple of episodes we discussed things like time and money. This is much more central to problems occurring and things not getting done. And the weakest link? That's me. The guy at the top. Or girl at the top. Or them at the top. The person at the top. The person who is sitting on the bulk of the vision, who does a lot of the client interfacing or product development or whatever it happens to be. The person with the most thoughts inside their head is the weakest link. Because invariably when something goes wrong, it's because I have failed to communicate correctly to an employee or a supplier or a customer exactly what needs to be done to solve a situation or bring something to fruition. There's only so much time in the day that I've got, obviously, but it's how I utilise that time in disseminating information that I've made a decision on something and I now want it to be actioned, or I want it to be manipulated, or whatever it happens to be. For every time that I'm not complete and utterly clear on what I want to achieve, that incurs the wrath later on down the line with something not quite working out. And usually it's the case that I haven't given enough freedom to an employee or to a customer to go away and make their own decision and do something in their own way. And again, that comes down to the other problem that you have as the central person is relinquishing control, which is normally exactly linked to why you haven't communicated well enough in the first place. Most of us who run our own little businesses have put ourselves in that situation because we've got a control issue. We love to have control, which isn't a bad thing. It helps us be quite focused, helps us work through problems quite well. But if you can't then communicate clearly and relinquish control, things ultimately go wrong. And the only person to blame? That's me.
This guy.
That's me. It's all my fault. It is all my fault. And I have to be open with myself and with the people around me that those instances will occur. And the buck has to stop with me. There's nobody else, there's nobody higher. It's all my fault. And I need to be able to deal with that and remedy it and move forward. And also make people around me aware that those things might happen so they can actually spot it and they can feed back in. Because whilst I am the weakest link, I'm also not even the strongest link. It's those people you put around you, they're the strong links.
Car office. Technically
Traffic.
Truck office.
Sitting in the truck office in the traffic.
Truck office.
On a Thursday.
Going away for 4 days, in which time we've got 4 different bike rides, which all require 4 different branded outfits and other accoutrements. Plus, just we're going to see some friends whilst we're in London, so we need
attend some social functions,
some social clothing. And today The place we've booked to stay, we did one of those sort of secret bookings.com where it's really cheap because it's last minute, and then they reveal where it is once you've already booked. And this one's got a pool, so we're going to do a bit of splashing around in the pool because we're having a bit of a week where we're not really cycling and we're just trying to keep moving by doing bits of other stuff.
Yeah.
Sort of having a bit of a recovery week, which is nice.
Very nice, hopefully. If we can get to the pool in time. At the moment, traffic's gobbling into pool time.
For goodness sake. Yellow car!
Sugar up day.
How are you feeling, George?
I'm feeling very good, actually. My cravings for sugar are almost entirely gone. In fact, my cravings for food generally are gone. I'm now just kind of like hungry when it's kind of appropriate for mealtime, I suppose.
Nice.
I think I'm eating a bit more volume-wise, but that's more because I'm having more kind of vegetables and fruits and things, which you kind of have more volume of, as opposed to a condensed sweet something.
Yeah.
Sweet or fatty something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yourself, how are you feeling, Jessica?
Yeah, fine. I'm not craving things in the sense like I feel like I need it. I didn't have any like headaches or anything like that, but last night when we were watching a film, I was like, I want some chocolate. I'm bored of this now. Novelty's worn off. I'd like chocolate bar, or a cake, or a biscuit, or some ice cream.
And I didn't let you have any of those
You
things.
wouldn't let me have any.
How long are we supposed to do? How long are we going to do the sugar thing for?
Well, I think we're just trying to make it a lifestyle choice where we are essentially, I hate to say it, but like good in the week. Like try not to snack at our desks and stuff, but then when it comes to the weekend and you might do a bike ride with a cafe stop, have a piece of cake,
Have a sweet treat.
have a treat. If we're at social events, weddings or whatnot, don't be the person that's like, ooh, I've given up sugar.
Oh, you don't want to be
You don't want to be that
person.
person.
You can't be that guy. No one wants to be that guy.
So
you never want to be that guy or the guy that runs for a bus.
I love running for buses.
That's what I've always thought. You'd rather wait for the next bus. You don't
No,
really
I always
running
ran
for a
for
bus. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, got it.
Oh, yeah,
But then I'd always feel it was really weird. I'd feel really like unfit. I'd get there and be like, wow, how do I ever run like 1,500 metres? Like a competitive level.
The bus explosive movement.
Yeah.
So we're doing it indefinitely, cutting out simple sugars and minimising, basically having them when we decide to have them.
Yes. It's not a necessity, it's a treat, which is what it should be.
Does that mean I can't have any more Coca-Cola?
What?
Technically.
It's sugar water.
Yeah, sugar water.
I'd say use the same rules. If we've just boshed up a mountain in
Somewhere.
Tenerife,
I can have one.
them's the day when you have Coca-Cola.
Can I go to Tenerife?
Yeah,
Today.
I can come. Just revert to all those old-fashioned sayings that your mum and dad like spouted at you when you were younger. Everything in moderation. There's a time and a place. Wow.
Get down off the roof of the car. How are you feeling today?
Tired.
We had a few drinks yesterday with some friends of ours in town once we got up to London. So today
Then we got up at 6:15
got up at 6:15 to go to laps,
after 5 hours sleep.
to go say hello to some people, get some cycling laps in central London, and 5 hours sleep. So today we're having a weekend day, even though it's Friday.
We're having a Saturday on a Friday.
Saturday on a Friday, mainly because we're working most of the weekend anyway. You've got an event tomorrow, we've got an event on Sunday, event on Monday. So today, Friday, is a lie down on the floor day.
Bit of laptop.
Bit of laptop work, but mainly just do not much.
Yeah. Which is wise.
This is wise for us, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because then we can work more efficiently all weekend, that's what we're going to tell ourselves. We'll see you guys in the next vlog when we've done all the fun, interesting things for the weekend. Right now, we're going to curl up into a ball together in a hole and hopefully feel better.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Great. Okay, so today we're going to talk about... Okay,
Ukisu!
Ukisu!